This local sports report is presented by Howie Schmidt Realty, a proud supporter of the Ayr Centennials. Howie Schmidt Realty has been helping local families buy and sell homes since 1981. They bring experience, local knowledge, plus a friendly and caring approach to help you purchase your dream home or get the best price when selling. Contact Howie Schmidt Realty today at 519-653-6666 or visit hsrealty.ca.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the North Dumfries Community Centre on a beautiful Sunday afternoon for hockey for the third place game of the 4th annual Eli Palfreyman Global Invitational Tournament as the Caledon Bombers take on the Ayr Centennials. The Centennials come in as winners of their past 2 games here this weekend. After a loss to open the tournament on Wednesday, Ayr defeated the First Assist Trappers 5-2 on Thursday and then took down the Pittsburgh Junior Penguins 8-6 on Friday. They come in led offensively by returning forward Lucas Merrick, who has put up 3 goals and 2 assists for 5 points in 3 games, including 2 goals in the 8-6 win over the Junior Penguins on Friday. Don Bristol has also been an offensive threat all weekend long, posting 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points in 3 games. He had a goal and 2 assists on Friday night. In goal, the Centennials turned to veteran Elliot Hardwick. Hardwick is playing his second game of the weekend, looking to capture his second victory after backstopping Ayr to their win over First Assist. For the Bombers, rookie forward Michael Pope was one of 2 hat tricks in their 12-10 victory over Strathroy. The former member of the U16 Waterloo Wolves was selected by the London Knights in this past OHL draft and has signed with Caledon for this season. The other of the 2 hat tricks scored by Caledon came from a veteran forward in Luca Mora. Mora, who had 16 points last year, was a major key to victory yesterday. In goal, the Bombers turn to Ethan Madden. Madden spent last year with the Oakville Rangers U18 AAA team, posting a 2.94 goals against average. Today, third place is on the line between 2 teams that have won their past 2 games. It's the Centennials, it's the Bombers, and Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Icing waved off after the fact on that play, and a big hit at the Caledon blue line as Mark Brennan lays the body. Plays it on the backhand, now up to the line for Holt Cruz. Cruz for Owen Brown. Brown finds Bristol in the slot, bouncing puck. Here's a chance, Prendergast on the doorstep, Bristol, puck's loose. Bombers trying to clear. It'll be forced ahead by Crayenbrink and down the ice. What a chance there for the Centennials. Now back on it is Ronak Mahal. Mahal gets it up ice for Michael Pope. Pope throws it in below the goal line. Hardwick plays it off the skate of Neereisel. Now a centering pass and a shot. Big save by Elliot Hardwick, going cross crease to keep it out. Neereisel trying to clear the puck. Merrick gets decked by Mark Brennan. That's going to be a penalty. Merrick going after him, drops the gloves as Brennan skates away. Asking, what did I do, as he goes to the penalty box here. Gelsomini sends a pass up the wall. Now through center, Carbone. Carbone stripped to the puck. Prendergast the other way, shorthanded. Matthew Prendergast all alone, scores! Matthew Prendergast, a backhand beauty, shorthanded, and the Centennials take a 1-0 lead with 9:38 left in the first period. Back through center, Polacek. His pass cut. Duquette the other way. Quinn Duquette skating in, fires a shot, fanned on his shot, and then gets hammered by Nathan Gelsomini. Over the blue line with possession. 5-on-5. Here's Bristol, a shot. It gets blocked in traffic. Braden Wilsey looks to get it down low. Here's a chance at the doorstep, and they score! What a passing play. Duquette finds Bristol. He's got his third of the weekend, and it's 2-0 Centennials. Won by Caledon. It'll be played by Luca Mora. Mora fires a shot, tipped on goal, saved by Hardwick. Now Merrick back the other way. 10 seconds left in the period. His pass hits Stover's skate. Stover back on it. 7 seconds on the clock. Stover looking for an option. Rifles it up ahead. It gets cut. Mora in. Shoots. Stopped by Hardwick just before the buzzer. And this one remains 2-0 after 1. Chips it out to neutral ice. Now Crayenbrink. Crayenbrink lost it in his skates. Duquette looking for the pass. A big hit by Quinn Duquette by the Caledon bench. That's going to be a penalty here on Ayr. Pope into the offensive zone. Now below the goal line. Pope stick handling. Pope swings it back up high. Gets the return pass. Pope from the blue line fires a shot. Hardwick never saw it. Puck's loose and they score. It's a power play goal for the Bombers as they get back to within one. Ronak Mahal able to jam that one home. Rips it in deep. Madden out of the crease, slows it down. Leaves it there for his defender, Dane Skillings. And Caledon gets it out to center. Here's Pope coming in. 2-on-1 here for the Bombers. Pope holding, shooting. Stopped by Hardwick. He'll cover up and hold on. Here's Bristol through center. Bristol over the blue line. Bristol fires a shot. It gets blocked. Chin follows up. His shot. He scores. Waylon Chin finds the back of the net on a shot that got through lots of traffic and was deflected on the way home. But nonetheless, Chin makes it 3-1 Centennials. Face off won by Caledon. Here's Crayon Brink. Cross ice pass Gelsomini. Takes the shot. They score. A deflection out front of the Gelsomini shot, and just as the power play expires, the Bombers have brought it back to a one-goal game. It's the second of the night for Ronak Mahal. Baker for Prendergast. Prendergast for Merrick. Merrick holding, cross ice. Prendergast up top, Baker. Baker, stick handles. 15 seconds left in the period. Baker to Merrick. Merrick walking in. Back up high for Baker. Now for Prendergast. Shooting! Stopped there by Madden, and he'll hold on as the power play expires. Now after it, Kane Poland. Poland up to the blue line. Held by Stover. 20 seconds left in the 4-on-4 as that one turned away by Madden. Baker for Stover, one-timer! He scores! Not much net to shoot at, but Ethan Stover found an opening and makes it 4-2 Centennials with a 4-on-4 goal. Punches being thrown along the wall. It's Gelsomini getting after Julian Hall. Hall with a takedown. Gelsomini getting back on top, throwing punches, trying to separate them along the boards here. 20-year-old defenseman Nathan Gelsomini and 17-year-old forward Julian Hall exchanging blows in neutral ice. Here's a chance for Bristol. His shot blocked. Bristol back on it, a chance. Big save. Rebound there, and they score. It's Waylon Chin once again. His second of the night, and it's 5-2 Centennials. Kobold stick handles, gets it up to the line. Kovalev lost it. Stover out to center. Slips past the defender. Stover skating in. Going to the goal. Hauled down, but they score. Don Bristol follows up and buries the Stover chance to make it 6-2 Centennials as this one opens up here in Ayr. Crayon Brink sends a feed onto the far wall. It's handled there by Luca Carbone. Carbone takes a hit. Penalty coming up here as Stover getting into it now with a member of the Bombers. He throws Kane Poland down to the ice. The officials trying to break this up as things continue to devolve in Ayr. Bristol up for Wilsey at the line. Wilsey sends a pass into the slot. Bristol takes a shot, patted away. Rebound there. Merrick scores. Ayr makes it 7-2 on a goal from Lucas Merrick, his fourth of the tournament. Duquette sends it into the corner. After it goes Prendergast. On it is Duquette. Duquette facing pressure from two Bombers. Here's Lajeunesse. Now we've got Prendergast getting into it in the corner. Jerseying a Bomber there. Can't tell who it is. With the jersey over his head, that's Thomas Sakuti. They were going at it in the corner while the puck was jammed up along the boards not far away. Prendergast dropped the gloves, and both of those guys will be escorted off the ice. Mahal leaves it there in the direction of Volpe. Didn't quite get to him. Here's Waylon Chin. 2 goals on the day. Chin over the blue line. Feeds it cross ice. Lajeunesse takes a shot. He scores. What a pass from Waylon Chin. And Leo Lajeunesse perfectly placed for the finish. As Ayr extends the lead. They're up big. Pope feeds it up to the line for Skillings. Bouncing puck. Takes a shot through traffic. And they score. A power play goal for the Bombers. Dane Skillings from the blue line with a shot that found its way through traffic. Penalty coming up here to the Bombers as Quinn Duquette goes after it in the corner. Duquette gets hit hard by Carbone. It gets touched up. Now Duquette and Carbone getting into it in the corner. The officials try to separate them. They're grabbing at each other's helmets. Gloves are off here. So the Ayr Centennials put up a 9th spot in the 3rd place game of the Eli Palfreyman Global Invitational Tournament, taking down the Caledon Bombers by a score of 9-3. A pair of goals in the game from Don Bristol and Waylon Chin leading the Centennials to victory. A nice way to end the tournament for the Ayr Centennials as they go to celebrate with Brett and Tammy Palfreyman after a great weekend of hockey from Ayr, honoring their late son, Eli.
This was my last tournament that I get to play in. I was here the first one. Obviously, that's ingrained in everyone's memory. But every game this week that I got to be a part of, I went out there for Eli and played every game for him. And going down to that corner one last time in this tournament, it adds a little bit more meaning and so special. Brett came down after the game and got to meet all the boys, and just knowing that they're always going to be a part of this organization means so much. And every game this year is for him. We got 50 more to go. I got to know Eli, worked with him at our 4-on-4 camp the summer before he passed, and hanging out with him every weekend, skate with him in the summer. Such a great guy, and I said it in a past interview. I would role model everything I do in Ayr after him. He was such a good leader for everyone, this community, everyone in this franchise, and I just want to follow in his footsteps. He was a great person, and there's no one better to mold yourself after.
We have a pretty young team, a lot of new guys, so it's kind of good to know everyone and play with everyone as well. Everyone got a look on power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5, so kind of gelled well together, and I think we're going to be a pretty solid team this year for sure.